This video is a little bit more personal than I'm used to recording for you. And I wanted to share something that is a 10-year journey of me coming out of a situation where I was deeply unfulfilled. I was trying to find who I was. I was living in a state of constantly feeling like that I was not good enough, and I would end up in a life where I would be deeply unhappy and deeply unfulfilled and not really live my potential. You know that state where there's more for you and you are literally trying to claw yourself out of that situation, but you're finding yourself constantly as if you're in that quicksand, right? You're kind of going back in there and there's no way you can get out of it. It's like, come on, I know I can do better. I know I can be better. I know I can be more than, but this quicksand keeps dragging you back in, right? That's where I was at that point in my life, where I was working like 10, 12 hours a day. I was trying to live up to an expectation of the world. I was trying to constantly compare myself to somebody else and somebody else's journey. And I was living a life that I was deeply unsatisfied with. 10 years ago, I was still in this house. When I would go back to India to be with my parents, and I would still be around the people that made me feel I was not worthy, I wasn't good enough, I was not going to make anything out of it, that I've made all the wrong decisions in life, and that was going to be my life. Around that time, I was away for a retreat that Mind Valley had done, and we were in a group where all of us were sitting together, and the idea of saying you can create your future was first introduced. And I was fascinated by that. I was like, how could you create a future? That's not really possible. That's not possible to create what could be a possibility in the future, especially from where I was. I was like, you work hard, you put in the hours, and that's how you really create your future. There was no way to create a future without just grinding it out. That's all I had learned all that while, especially as a person who was not supposedly the smartest kid on the block. So I was battling this idea, and then I got introduced to what now I called as a creator practice. You see, what I've learned in the past decade of my life is, instead of operating as somebody who lives through life, if you start operating as somebody who creates life, life tends to give you and create everything that you want to create out in the world. It is an exercise that gets you to time travel into the future and imagine and see what that future will be like, and then collapse time to bring that future closer to you and create that new reality in such a short time that it's unbelievable. I want to invite you to this creator practice, and I want to invite you to go on this experiment with me for the next few minutes and create your future. I'm going to invite you into a practice that I can say has been one of the most powerful practices I've ever had, and I still practice today. If you met me 10 years ago and you meet me today, I am unrecognizable. I look different, I act different, I walk different, I have a different future than I could have ever imagined. There was no resources around me that I could have been here today where I am today. But because of this one exercise, I was able to collapse time and bend it to my needs and create the future that I wanted to create for myself. Be it my love life, be it my health, be it my body, be it my work, be it my wealth, be it anything. And I want to invite you to this wonderful exercise. Before we start this exercise, I want to switch a reality for you. You see, most of the time, our brains want us to think rationally. They think this is possible because of where you are, and these are the only steps that you can take, right? But to be able to be a creator of life, to be able to really embody this practice fully, I need you to suspend that belief. I need you to think that you are the creator, that you can create whatever you want without any inhibitions, without any restrictions. There are no rules. There is no, oh, that's possible, this is not possible. A creator has the capability of manifesting whatever they desire. It may sound outrageous, it may sound unbelievable, it may sound something that absolutely is not possible, but I want you to suspend that belief just for the sake of this exercise and let the creator exercise really do its magic and show you there is a different way. To do this exercise, we are going to go into a state of meditation. And because of that, if you are listening to this video while you're driving or doing anything that has machinery involved, I invite you to stop that for just a few minutes or pause this video and revisit this later. Now, when you are being a creator, as we go into this state, I want you to not only observe as a creator what's happening in the key areas of problems in your life. Because what tends to happen is when we get into the state of creation, we tend to try and fix and create a future that solves the problem that we currently experience in our life. We forget that as a creator, that problem is irrelevant. Over the course of time, as a creator, you will see most of your problems don't really matter. They will disappear as you start creating new realities. What I want you to be present to is that as a creator, I want you to create, observe, visualize everything that is important to you in life. Not just immediate challenges, but everything that's important in your life. If nothing else, at least consider looking at how love will look like for you, how a partnership will look like for you, how your clients will look like for you, how abundance and money will look like for you, how your personal health and well-being is going to look like for you, how your learning looks like for you, how your growth looks like for you, how your experiences look like for you. Look out for those things as we get into the state of the creator. Now, we are about to get into a state that is calm and present. So I invite you to either sit down or lie down so we can do this practice together. It's better if you can sit down on a comfortable chair because this absolutely works better that way, right? Put that smile on your face because it's going to be a beautiful experience.
Now, as you're completely settled, you're sitting down and you're feeling comfortable, I want you to take 3 deep breaths in. And as you take these 3 deep breaths in, you would see that as you take a breath of fresh air in through your nose and release it through your mouth, there will be an energy that will go through in your body and take out any of the toxic energy that may be in your body. So let's take a deep breath in. And now breathe out any of the toxic energy that may be right now in your body. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. A deep breath in. Out. Now, as you clear your own personal energy through the simple breathing technique, I'm going to count you down from 5 through 1. As I count you down from 5 through 1, you will see that different parts of your body are going to relax. They're going to relax, and joy and bliss is going to take over, and that you are going to go from your current state to the state of the creator. 5. Relax your feet, relax your toes, relax your calves. 4. Relax your knees, relax your hips. 3. Relax. Relax your abdomen, relax your chest. 2. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms, relax your hands, relax your neck, relax. Relax your cheeks, relax your face, relax your forehead. 1. Now, as you are completely relaxed and your body is completely relaxed, you notice that Your body has tremendous amount of energy that is flowing through it. This energy is coming from infinite source, but you are completely relaxed. Imagine as if a white light is coming through the universe into your body, into your soul, and suddenly you find yourself in tune, this connection, this beautiful place where you are connected with the universe. You're in oneness with the universe. You see, we all have infinite energy always flowing through us and with us. And this infinite energy is our connection to our greater selves and our creator selves and our universe, the higher being, whatever you may call it. This is our connection. We are always connected. We just choose to be in the more real world or be in the more spiritual world where everything is within our reach and everything is within our power. Right now, you're in the state of a creator, which means anything that you want to manifest and create in your life, you can create it right now. You can start that journey right now. Now, as you're in the creator state, I want you to view your future. And not just view your future, but hear your future, feel your future, smell your future, taste your future. And for us to be able to do that, we have to get into the state of being able to see everything first. So I want you to take your hands, put them up in the air, and as if you're opening a screen or opening the curtains of a theater, opening a TV screen, whatever you want to call it. Move your hands as if you're creating everything in front of you, as if you can just watch it. As if you can watch your future happening for you right now. Do you see it? If you don't see it, do you hear it? Do you feel it? Do you feel the future that you've created for yourself, or future that you envision for yourself? Know that this future that you envision for yourself is actually already there. And you can, as your present self, step into it. And that is what I want you to do. Step into this 3D projection that you've just created in front of you, this theater that is right in front of you. Step into it. Now, you can see your future, but your future self can't see you. So feel free to walk around. Feel free to smell the smell of the flowers around you or the air around you. If you're at the ocean, feel free to smell and breathe in the ocean. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Hear the sounds that are coming in. Are these the sounds of a loved one? Are these the sounds of the children? What is the beautiful sound? Is it a river? What is it? Whatever that is, listen into it. See if it tastes like the air tastes like something. Is that a particular food that is in the air? Is it a particular type of fruit that is in the air? What does it taste like? Soak in the view. See what you are doing in this future self. Are you doing a particular type of work? Are you living in a particular type of place? Are you driving a particular type of car? Are you contributing in a particular way? Do your clients look and feel like something specific, special? Soak it all in. I want you to walk around and experience the fullness of this vision, this creation that has been with you all this while, just waiting for you to really lean into it and fully experience it. Walk around, touch things, pick up something and experience it. Smell it, hear it, feel it. Let that emotion run through your body as you experience you being in this place, being in your own future. Wow, what a time traveler you are, huh? Walk around, see the kind of work that you're doing. Go ahead. You can look over the laptop. You can look over your colleagues. You can see the work that you're doing. Take it all in. Listen to the conversations that are happening at your work. Feel the emotions that you feel by the impact that you're making in your work. It's amazing, isn't it? Now let's switch a little bit. Let's go to the other part. Let's see, how is our loved ones? Who are the ones that we are hanging out with? Who's our partner? How do they feel like? What do they feel like? What are they doing? How are they supporting your vision? How are they supporting you? How are you supporting them? What's happening here? Let's lean into it a little bit. Let's see. Are you going on a fantastic vacation together? A dream place that you love to go? Are you having the most amazing conversations that is meaningful and growth oriented? Are you appreciative of each other? Are you loving on each other? What does that feel like? What does that look like? What is that experience like? Soak it all in. Take it all in. The view, the sound, let it all come in. Breathe it in. Now let's change the view a little bit. Let's go to another way, another place here. Oh, I see growth. I see how you're growing as a person. How are you growing as a person? See that, feel that. How does it feel growing the way you're growing? How does it feel to be able to contribute the way you're contributing? How does it feel to learn such amazing, interesting things that make you a better human every single time you have this experience? Oh, experience that growth. Oof. Isn't it amazing? Doesn't it look absolutely fantastic? Now let's look at the health. We want to look at how we look, how we feel, how our energy levels are. Oh, that looks awesome. What about the feeling of being in that state? What about the feeling of eating that kind of food? Does that taste delicious? How does that smell? What do you hear? What do you hear as you're experiencing this amazing growth in your health, in being? What about the energy levels? How do you feel? Do you feel amazing? Do you feel like you're contributing to the world and contributing to yourself in a way you've never done before because your health is just through the roof? Isn't that amazing? Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to let you be and pick other areas that you want to look at for a couple of minutes. Just go ahead, walk around, see what is important to you. Take your time to hear it, see it, feel it, experience it, enjoy it. I want to remind you that this place is always here. You can always come back to this place. You can always come back to your projector, to your vision, to your TV screen, to your theater, and watch yourself in the future. The reason why I want yourself in the future is because now that you have experienced it, you have felt it, you have smelled it, you have walked around it, this is real. This is you creating you in the future version of you. And as you're creating this, you're getting more and more clarity in your now to collapse time and to bend it to your needs. Now, I hope, at least for now, you have walked around and captured all of this and then experienced all of this. And you'll remember all of it as we come out of this deep, beautiful state that we are in right now. You'll remember all of it and we'll be able to write it all out and create it all. But what I want you to do for now is experience the last whiff of it, take in that air, take in that experience, take in those sounds, take in that smell and taste and beautiful view that you have in front of you. Take it all in. Breathe in. Let it settle into your body. It's in your body now. It's with you. It's in your mind, your body, and your soul. And now I'm going to count you up from 5 through 1. And as I count you up from 5 through 1, you will find that you will be wide awake and you'll be ready to write it all down. You'll remember everything. So let's go. 5, 4, 3, wide awake and ready to write it all. 2, wide awake and ready to create it all. 1.
Eyes open, wide awake, and you are present into your current reality right now. But now you know exactly the future that you are creating. You know exactly where you are going in 10 years from now. And what I want you to do is stop and take a piece of paper or your computer or a notepad and write down voraciously everything that you saw. Now, before you start writing, I want to tell you what you want to do with whatever that you write right now. I want you to take that piece of paper, that notepad, or whatever that is, and stick it and have it present somewhere that you can constantly revisit it. I look at the back of my journal frequently because I want to look at my creator practice outcomes, because it reminds me of the future that I wanted to create. It allows me to lean into that beautifully. So I want you to keep that available for you somewhere, because I want you to look at it once in a while, hopefully at least once a week, if possible even more. The reason why I want you to write that experience, because whatever we saw right now, you have created that in the future. And because you can see it, you can feel it, you can experience it, you could hear it, you could smell it, it becomes much easier for you to now create it. It is easier for you to know everything that you are doing is congruent to what you need to create in the future. And because you will revisit that notepad once we are done writing it, you will be constantly reminded of it, and you will see suddenly the time will collapse on itself, and instead of you getting all of that you wrote down for 10 years from now, you will see it happening in 5 years from now. It is not a hypothetical. Every single time I've done the creator practice, I've written down my 10-year goals, and I found myself sitting 5 years into the goals and saying, 80% of what I wrote down that I would make true in 10 years have come true. This is slightly metaphysical, but also very honestly, very psychological. Metaphysically, yes, you've created a future, and so the universe conspires to bring everything to your present moment as quickly as possible. Psychologically, because you now know where you are going, you will psychologically take more active actions towards creating that as your future, because you can see that future, you can feel that future, you can smell that future, you can hear the future. And because that experience has happened psychologically for you, you will take action towards creating it. And that is why time will collapse. And I truly believe that you will get to that future in 5 years from now. The first step to creating the life that you want is to visualize it, is to experience it, is to see it. Now that you have had that, I invite you to go ahead and write it down so you can constantly revisit it and imagine it and live it every single time you read that piece of paper. If you would be open to it, I would love for you to share some of those experiences, some of those visualizations that you had about your future in the comment section below. May all your dreams come true.